Here in Phase 5 of Position 6, it's important to identify the resting place of the bat itself in the completion of the swing. You'll notice that on the front side, we talked about what a barometer, the lead arm and the top hand through is, and where you would begin to release the bat head. It's important to notice where the bat ends up, because it will really help you to understand where the bat head has been. Because if you in fact have a bat head that's elevated up at this point as it's cleared the backside with the angle of the bat up in the air, you probably let go of the top hand and casted a little bit. So what you want to see here primarily to get a grade ID on this this particular position is that in this case you're going to see that the bat head is angled a little bit down, and typically on high pitches where the lead arm, as you can see, is up, the bat head is going to be down in the finish. Conversely, on pitches that are down in the zone, the bat head will be up in this position. So you're going to have some variation here from right around the back of the helmet there. That bat head could be up a little bit more. What you don't want to see is a long lead, one arm out, casted away from you, kind of like you're taking a sword, or a player's taking a sword and pointing it skyward. You don't want to see that. I think in that variation, if you can judge that the bat head is basically in this position because it was a high pitch, or it was in a higher position than what you see because it was a low pitch, then you're going to grade it positively. But if you see that the bat is away from the body, it's up in the air, and it really, if the lead arm is nowhere to be found, then you're going to probably grade this one negatively too, because you're not going to have completed the bat position here on the back side, because this is really identifying where the pitch has been and did we get maximum torque through. The lead arm identifies that, top hand through identifies that, and now we basically can read probably just from that resting position where the pitch was. And as I mentioned at the onset of Phase 5, your final follow-through position is going to identify where you've been in the process and where you went through the process. And so it's important to understand that the variations of this resting position here with the bat, as opposed to the incorrect, which would see you cast it away. So take note of that and understand where you need to make that grade a negative or a positive as it relates to your personal video clip of your player or players.